But if you want a good caramel apple or fair food, that really is only for a limited time, Joe.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk all about that in a second. So you're a tad younger than I am, Josh. What do you think about Superman? Do you have any strong thoughts?
Not too strong of thoughts.
Did you grow up with the Christopher Reeve Superman?
Yeah, Christopher Reeves for sure, but I will be honest, this might be a confession.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Captain America kind of guy.
Captain America. There's nothing wrong with that. He also should stand for truth, justice, the American way. And there's nothing more American than the Greater Gulf State Fair. And that's what we're talking about. Josh, good to see you again. So tell us about this year's fair. It's coming up.
It is. So we're literally counting hours down. Last night up there till about midnight, a little after midnight. Rides are rolling in. Things are getting set up. We're super excited about what we have to offer this year. And we have a great lineup. We can't wait to share it with everybody.
Great stuff. We're taking a look at some of the video from years past. And, you know, we've talked before, Josh, about how the fair is continually growing and expanding with the goal of being bigger and better, basically, every year. So tell us about some of the things that you've done. I know it's really cool when you walk into, what do you call it, the main area, the concourse. You guys always have that decorated.
Yeah, coming through the front gate, we always try to do our best to decorate that, kind of get everybody set up for what's on the outside. This year we're super stoked about our lineup. We have a great on-grounds lineup, everything from racing pigs to a full-fledged circus to the science guy. We got a hypnotist this year.
Wow.
And so outside of that, we have something for everybody, Jay. We're excited about offering those entertainment lineups.
Great stuff. And Chelsea's favorite food is fair food. We're talking about some fair food today. What are you working on today for us, Josh?
Yeah, so obviously the fair, I'm not a chef. I'm no Lucy Greer. Thinking about the fair, what can we do? Caramel apples, I mean, that's like a staple.
Sure.
Everybody grabs it coming in or they grab it going into the house. And you have to excuse all the cows here. Brought a bunch of cows. They seem to be getting in the way. But basically, this is something you can make at the house. The way we're starting off is I did cheat a little bit. Not a chef, not any of my concessionaires, but bought some caramel, and what we're going to do is kind of melt that down, get that ready. I will tell you though, we need to put 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream in there. That kind of helps a little bit, kind of thin that caramel out. And in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll also get the apples ready. One thing I'll tell you, Joe, a lot of people don't know this, and honestly, like kind of watching the concessionaires, a lot of people would go and they'd stake the top of the apple.
Okay.
But what you got to do is you got to flip it over on the bottom, stake through the bottom. That way, I mean, it kind of sits very nice whenever you're, obviously making the caramel apple there. But what we'll do is we'll melt this down, get this all mixed up, and next go around we'll start making some caramel apples. That
sounds good. We're also going to tell you about tickets, options, all that sort of stuff, what you need to know if you're planning to head out to the fair. That's coming up all throughout our Studio 10 9 a.m. hour with Josh here from the Greater Gulf State Fair. Josh, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome back to Studio 10. We've got a good friend, Josh Woods, with the Greater Gulf State Fair. Today, he's talking caramel apples. Do you say caramel or do you say caramel?
I'm more of a caramel kind of guy.
I say caramel too, but I feel like a lot of people down here say caramel. I don't know.
You kind of get judged for it too.
Right, whatever you want to say. It's delicious. It's delicious, I'll tell you that. Okay, so we've been working on this. You just used some caramel and then you added heavy whipping cream.
So we cheated a little bit. We went and got the caramel already kind of ready. So put a little bit of whipping cream in it, just kind of thinned it out a little bit. Heated it up, kind of like you heat up like your nacho cheese, I guess, so you don't scorch it. We're probably going to cheat a little bit. It's supposed to get it up to about 225. It kind of looks like where we're at right now. And poured a little bit of salt in there because, again, it kind of takes gives a little bit of texture and also kind of a little bit, instead of like super sweet, you're kind of making it a little salty there. But I will tell you, we have a trick. So I'm going to reach here in the fridge. Ooh. And you got to chill your apples a little bit.
So is that the trick?
That's the trick. To make that caramel stick really well, you got to chill them a little bit.
I didn't know that.
So, and just kind of makes it a little nice.
I'm gonna try this caramel while you're. I know it's probably hot. I'm not gonna burn myself here on Studio 10. Now, do you just dip and twirl? How do you do it?
So after a lot of observation and a lot of research, watching my concessionaires, kind of go in and set like your bottom there.
Yeah.
And then kind of twirl. So we'll just twirl it a little bit, and then kind of come up, and then take your hands and kind of fling it back into fling the caramel back into the bowl there. And then obviously we have chocolate chips. Even got like some of these nice little stars.
Wow.
I know. Went all out today.
Are you sure you don't make caramel apples for your day job?
I just watch the people do it. And so again, you know, just kind of do that.
Yeah.
You know, something fun to do. Honestly, like if you're on a Saturday, football's on, you can do this at the house.
Right.
Keep the kids happy. So we'll go ahead.
And it is delicious. Okay, while you're doing that, let's talk about the fair. All the fun stuff. It kicks off October 28th through November 6th. You are super excited about it.
I am. So Friday's the day. You know, last night, all the rides started rolling in. Our parking lot is just filled up with rides.
Fun.
We have people showing up. We have vendors showing up. We're counting the hours down, so we're excited about that. But you know, we're looking forward to our on-grounds acts. So we have everything from the racing pigs again, the circus, the full-blown circus. We have a science show. We have a clown coming in. We have a glass blowing demonstration.
Cool.
Looking forward to that. And then obviously on the grandstand, first weekend we're bringing in Sister Hazel. We have Micah Tyler in the middle of the week, and then we kind of close the fair up with the grandstand on the final Friday with El King. And then obviously we close the fair with everybody's favorite, the rodeo.
Of course, y'all. It's so much fun. I'm from here, Mobile, and so literally every year we grew up going to the fair and eating the food and riding the rides with me and my sisters, and so it's going to be a ton of fun. You guys have special nights too, of course, that first Friday, and tickets and all things like that.
Yeah, we do. So right now is the best way to save. So to go to greatergulfstatefair.com. You can buy your pre-sale tickets. You get discounts on everything from admission to the rides. But you know, we do have special nights. So every Friday we're going to open up at 4 o'clock, and from 4 to 7, Keesler Federal Credit Union, we're having $5 a night, thanks to them.
Nice.
So, you know, you show up at the gate, you pay $5, and everybody gets in for $5. You know, we have family night on Tuesday night of the fair. Adult free children admission with a purchase of an adult at the ticket office, and then obviously we always offer you know, our veterans a discount and our seniors a discount. So yeah, there's plenty of ways to save, and but the best way though to save is right now by going to greatergulfstatefair.com and buying those pre-sale tickets.
Right.
You know, up to a 25% discount at this point.
So I am not a professional apple maker, if you're wondering, but you know what? It's delicious, and thank God I'm not going to be making your caramel apples there at the fair. I will just be eating them with you. So make sure you go ahead and get your tickets to the fair, and make sure you get your caramel apples there too, because if you come to Studio 10, for mine at least, it's not top quality.
I mean, it looks good.
Sure. That's not much of a compliment. I mean, it looks good.
I'm sure
guess.
it tastes good too.
Yeah, well, it's caramel and chocolate, and now Joe's popping it.
This is the worst looking thing I've ever seen. Look at this. These look legit.
I'm sure it tastes good though.
Thank you, Josh.
It probably tastes good.
Okay, whatever. All right.
Wow.
Go to the fair.
What a debacle.
For a tried and true caramel apple. We'll be back with Josh and Jennifer next on Studio 10.
Got an apple on a stick, and I'm ready to caramelize it. How about that, Josh?
It's impressive.
All right, so we're talking about the Greater Gulf State Fair, back in action October 28th through November 6th. You don't want to miss it. What do I need to do here, dude?
So obviously dip the bottom first,
Okay.
and then kind of start rolling it.
Okay.
And then I'd kind of twist it a little bit, and then when you come up with it, just kind of, you know, go back and forth on the stick there to kind of shake off any excess. And again, I will preface this with, I'm not a professional.
Right.
I just watch professionals. But I mean, that
pretty
looks good.
Yeah, man. That's looking pretty legit. So I'm going to do some chocolate syrup on mine. How about that?
That'll work. So, you know, any type, I mean, we have all kinds of apples at the fair. It covers everything. You know.
Ooh, oh, no. That did not come out pretty looking.
I mean, I'm sure it tastes good.
Yeah.
But you know, all kinds of food. On top of the caramel apples, we have funnel cakes, got a guy, any type of fried vegetable that you could ever imagine. Really excited about our food game this year. I think we took it up a notch a little bit.
Fried vegetables. I like the sound of that.
Buffalo cauliflower.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So, you know, I think that's like a vegetarian option for the fair. But,
Yeah.
but then again, going back, calories don't matter at the fair.
Calories don't count at the fair. All right, so let's talk about we got some cows out here. Let's talk about some agriculture stuff.
Yeah, so obviously the part of the fair, big part of the fair is the agricultural things we do. The first weekend of the fair, so coming up this Saturday, we have our heifer show. The 4-H and the FFA kids, they've been raising these cows, these heifers and steers, and they're coming to show them. They'll compete on that. And then Monday and Tuesday of the fair, so basically like a week from now, we have the hog show. The kids, they get their hog at the beginning of the school year. They raise the hog. They come and show it. Then they have the hog sale on Tuesday. So, you know, obviously agriculture is a big part of what the fair does, and it's always an exciting time. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Great stuff there. All right, so let's talk tickets before we go as our last thing. How do folks go about getting their tickets, and are there special options if you buy the whole week?
Yeah.
Or just tell us a little bit about
so
that.
best way to buy tickets and the best way to save is to go to GreaterGulfStateFair.com.
Okay.
But let's just say that you happen to forget. I mean, life happens. You get busy. On Fridays, thanks to Keesler Federal Credit Union, we have $5 Fridays. So between 4 and 7, you get in it for $5. We have family night on Tuesday night, so purchase an adult admission, get a child's admission for free. A lot of ways to save, but GreaterGulfStateFair.com. We're also on TikTok.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you TikTok, definitely find us, GreaterGulfStateFair.com, and you know we'll see how that goes. But really up in our TikTok game.
Wow, you guys are moving the fair into the future.
I'm telling you, it's 2022, and yeah, we're trying to stay alive.
All right, a lot of fun making these caramel apples today. Here is my chocolate drizzle. And here is Chelsea's.
Stop.
What? I don't know
so
what
rude.
that is.
That is so
I'm sure
rude.
it tastes good.
You know what we need to do? We need to put a copy of Chelsea, if we can come back on cam, because I wanted to do what you did, to TikTok. We should put her caramel apple on TikTok.
Stop. So you can get the McRib while you want it. But